What's up, everybody? I'm Ian Elliott-Carter, and this is the Intellectual Controversy podcast.
From being able to speak to one another, I think that we teach and we learn, right. And so it grows us. But I'm going to give you a hot take on that. My son's 5 now. He was 4 last year when he was in preschool. He's a biracial child. Black, half German. Wow. So, goes to a school where a lot of military kids. A person is smart, people are stupid. It's the best quote I can give you. That's from Men in Black, actually. Comes home one day and he's like, Dad, so I'm your son because we're brown, but I'm not mommy's son because she's white.
Uh-oh.
They already see it. And it's because we're all stupid. Because as adults, we don't remember that we're supposed to be teaching the youth to come up. We talk about it all the time, youth are the future. How? When we're not teaching them anything. Exactly. All we're teaching them is hate. So I think a lot of times people see me and they think, oh, you're weak about that, or you're a wuss, or that you think love is going to save it all. Well, it won't save it all, because a lot of people are still dying. Right. So we talked about hashtags before. But I think if we always are trying to find the good, even when we deal with horrible situations, it's going to drive us to a better place. It was a very tough conversation to have that with my son. Yeah. Broke my heart. I'm like, okay, we're at 4, and this is what's going on. You're having kids who don't even know what they're saying because they hear their parents saying it. That's where it's coming from. We as adults have to think before we put stuff out there, because our words are flammable. They are. People say, oh, they don't hurt. Yes, they do. How you say them and what you say matters.
Yeah, I definitely refuse. That old saying, what's it called? Sticks and stones, break bones and words. I refuse. I'm not saying that.
Bullshit. Sorry, I don't want to hear it. Yeah. Words will stick with you for a lifetime. They do, because, as you talk about talking to your nephew, I tell my son, when we watch like movies like a story like, King Arthur or something like that. He's a king. Oh, that'd be cool to be a king. You are a king. That's the history we've lost, as you talked about before. That's the history we lost, that we're kings. Right. That's why they don't want to teach that in school, because they don't want us to be empowered. They always want us to have a conversation we had. They want us to be the crab in the bucket, where you doing good, so instead of me saying, you know what, do your thing, I'm rooting for you in the background. I don't have to be everywhere, but just know in the background I'm rooting for you. Oh, nah, man, he ain't nothing. He ain't doing this.
Yeah, he done forgot about us. He ain't did nothing for me.
Exactly. And that's the danger that those kind of words bring, because it's so flammable that instead of us having conversations like this, we all go to neutral corners and we just pow, man, he don't understand me, she don't understand me, and we don't try to grow in the uncomfortable conversation,
Man, that was dope. I like what you said, man.
Hey. No, and that's the point of it. That, to me, I say it from a father's perspective, because I've already had to have some of those uncomfortable conversations. It's not fun. I already know more that are coming. Oh, yeah. I've had more. I won't even mention.
It's crazy. Everything you said, that the conversation with your son is conversations I had with my mother. My mother's the black one and my father was the white one. Unfortunately, most of my life I was raised with my mother. My father passed away when I was around 7 or 8 years old. Yeah. And so I honestly, as a child, I did look like, this guy is white, she's black. I don't understand. I don't even look like them, either one of them. I'm my own shade, and I would be so confused. I'd see this white kid with his white mom and dad, and this black kid with their black mom and dad, and I was just like, what happened in this? I was like, is there something wrong with me? Yeah. And I was just like, I didn't understand that. But I think it's more free-minded up north, but down here in the south, it's just like people make it a thing. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Oh, no, people are stupid. They verbally vomit all the time. Oh, my son's with me. Oh, is he Hispanic? Why would you just ask that question? Try again. It's 8th grade biology. Let's remember to Punnett square. Exactly. People are stupid. So it's one of those things where I wish that we would stop trying to look at one another and go, okay, Ian, what are you? Opposed to be like, who are you as a man? Who are you as a man? And what can we do together to grow and move everyone, including ourselves as black men, forward?
And I want you, I know you will, but I want to say this to anyone that has mixed children, because I know plenty of people that date interracial, and I love that. That helps progress. Tell your children, be proud of being mixed.
Exactly.
if they have that paper that says check 1 and you know that they have to check 3, tell them to check 3.
Oh, they hit me at the doctor's
Be proud,
office.
yeah. Be proud of that, man. Seriously. And there's so many times like I would literally ask why do I only have to check 1 because I'm more than one, and they're like, oh, which one do you identify with? Like, that's just like asking me which parent I love more. That's the stupidest thing ever. I'm not finna do that. Right. I always check 1, and sometimes it pisses me off too that they'll immediately like ignore that I just said white and just say black. They'll just circle that black. No, this Negro's black.
That happened to Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. I pointed that out on Instagram. I was all like, what's wrong with this? This man is half Asian. It's ridiculous. Be proud of everything you got in you. If you're all of whatever, if you're all black like these guys, be proud to be black. If you have Native American in you, Spanish, black, white in you, claim it all. Don't leave anyone to the side.
I agree.
Seriously.
Be you.